What is going on, everyone? Miko back with a PSA reveal. We've got a vintage order, 32 cards, finally back. They were out forever. Of course, you're going to hear that with most PSA reveals you see, unless it's an express order, and even the express orders take longer than you would hope. So, I know this one was logged in March, and it arrived back in late December 2021. Not sure exactly offhand when this was sent out. Sometime at the beginning of the year, maybe late last year, but needless to say, it's been out for a long time. Vintage, mix of baseball and football. I have some cards for other people in this order, and then some for me. Kind of a mixed bag. A lot of common stuff. A few Hall of Famers as well. Nothing super mind-blowing. Just some stuff for the collection. Some stuff that wanted to get slabbed, and way back when it was affordable to get cards graded at PSA. So let's take a look. We got some football here for Brandon S. He had sent some stuff in for another submission, and whatever the case was, we weren't able to get them sent out, so I included them in this order. So we got a 1960 Topps Joe Walton, which received a 6. Really nice grade there for the vintage Topps football card. We got a Jim Gibbons in a 5. And these cards are pretty clean. Surfaces aren't perfect. Otherwise, they'd probably bump up a few grades. But obviously, anything from the 60s, that's 60 years old is going to be tough. Gene Lipscomb in a 6. Bill Pellington in a 6. It's such a cool card. It's kind of out in the field. Fred Cohn in a 5. Andy Robustelli in a 6. You think these guys, when they were posing for the photographs before they were turned into cards, ever in that moment thought that there'd be individuals collecting these cards, 60 years later, let alone sending them off to have those cards graded? Never even a thought. Charlie Ann in a 5. Dick Bileski in a 4. So that's the order for Brandon. And then I got one card here for Nick Webb. Webb of cards. 1957 Topps Willie Mays received a PSA 2. Regardless of grade, awesome card of Willie Mays. Beautiful 57 Topps. Some rounding on the corners, definitely some surface snow, but looks really good overall. And then the back, you can actually see a little wear there on those bottom corners, and actually some marks. And it didn't get that mark qualifier, but there are marks on the card. But to me, any vintage Hall of Fame slabbed card is an awesome card. So that's a cool card there, Nick. All right, stuff to the right is mine. A couple cards that unfortunately were not slabbed, which is disappointing. It's a 64 Topps checklist. Miscut. So no slabbing on the checklist. And then this one is kind of aggravating. 35-36 Diamond Matchbooks. Chuck Klein. Evidence of trimming. Do not holder. So this is, I guess it's trimmed. I'll take their word for it. I don't really know. This is something that I really didn't care about what the grade would be. I literally just wanted it encapsulated for the collection, for my Chuck Klein and Phillies collection. So would prefer to have this slabbed authentic rather than not slabbed at all. And when you wait damn near a year, it's disappointing you don't get that option. I know SGC, I just get those. I get anything like that just slabbed automatically. So I guess that will have to go to SGC for encapsulation. But It is what it is. Disappointing regardless. All right. On to the stuff that was graded. 1950 Bowman Steve Gromek in a PSA 5. Just love 50 and 51 Bowman. Two amazing sets. Two sets I would love to build someday. Not saying that will happen anytime soon, if ever, but just used to send cards in whenever I'd have the common stuff. And again, back in the day, you could get stuff graded for $7, $8, $10. Now, PSA really not an option. We'll see, perhaps in the future. I guess you could do CSG. And even SGC right now with their pricing, it's not really priced at a point where you can get common stuff done. I mean, I guess if you have high grade stuff, perhaps, but even that. So we'll see what the future holds, but certainly it's nice to build sets in slabs. Anyway, 3.5 on the Sibby Sisti 50 Bowman. Have a 1939 play ball Pinky May in a PSA 5. So definitely happy with a 5 on the Merrill May, Pinky May for the Phillies. A 1961 Topps Chuck Bednarik in a 5.5. Recently got one of these back from CSG as well. So it's a nice Chuck. Here's just an awesome card. I mean, great looking card. Knew it was low graded. Didn't matter. Just thought it would be great. Hold it up. 1969 Topps Johnny Bench All-Star Rookie in a PSA 2. Obviously, beat corners. But really nice image. Fairly well centered. Goes fine in the collection. Find a card you enjoy. Find a card you like. Save some money. This one, grade it higher than one would anticipate. 1968 Topps Bob Clemente. Roberto Clemente got a PSA 6, which to me seems a little generous. Corners are tough to detect on these, but hardly perfect. Centering is off left to right. Then you have that printing spot as well. I mean, the image is clean for the most part. Very clear, good color. But that centering is kind of rough for me. Now, some people don't care about the centering, and their eyes go right to that bright blue sky. For me, I still notice that centering and then the print mark. So, definitely happy with the grade, but one of those cards that perhaps in the future, not in any rush, would be more susceptible to being moved. Because I feel like I could find a PSA 3 or 4 that I'm more happy with, or even better yet, an SGC 3 or 4. Here's a 1964 Topps Orlando Cepeda. Received a 6 MC. Orlando Cepeda 64 Topps. 1964 Topps Tony Kubek in a PSA 6. PSA 7. 1964 Phillies rookies Rick Wise and Dave Bennett. Pretty sure I just sent this one in. I mean, Rick Wise had a really nice career with the Phillies. Accomplished some great things. But it was just one of those cards that looked really clean. Corners and edges and such. Definitely some color issues on the back, but PSA 7. Fan favorite, 1964 Topps Johnny Pesky, PSA 6. And then some World Series cards from 1964 Topps. Ceiling Yanks Doom, PSA 6. Game 4. Another PSA 6. LA takes third straight. Got a Bobby Richardson PSA 6. PSA 6 on the 64 Topps Frank Malzone. PSA 7 on the 64 Topps Elston Howard. The Dodgers celebrate 1964 Topps World Series Summary. PSA 4. You can see some World Series stats there. Dodgers pitching, pretty incredible. Johnny Padres, Sandy Koufax, Don Drysdale. Is World Series Game 2, Davis Sparks Rally and a PSA 5. 1964 Topps Wally Post in a PSA 8. Yet another 1964 Topps Phillies rookies. Richie Allen, Herrnstein, 2.5. Definitely fairly beat up. Rounded corners. Off center. In the back. Pretty substantially. Decent image though. Perhaps a future Hall of Famer. Thought for sure, like most, that Richie Allen would get in this year. Fell a little short. So I guess he'll have to wait. We'll have to wait. His family will have to wait another, I believe, 4 years. I think 2026. So we'll see if and when. 1969 Topps Decollage rounds out the set. Richie Allen in a PSA 8. So really nice to get an 8 on the Rich Allen Decollage from 69 Topps. And that is the order from PSA. I think overall it was solid. Definitely some stronger grades on vintage stuff. Grades I'm happy with. Cards I'm happy to finally have back in the collection. Still waiting on some stuff from PSA. Once it arrives back, I look forward to hopefully sending some more stuff out in the future, but we'll see. Prices have to come down considerably, and times need to accelerate quite a bit. Hope to send some stuff off to CSG somewhat soon. Take advantage of consistent grading and lower prices, though like many I would prefer a little better flip, and I consistently use SGC now. Love the 1 month turnarounds. It's just exceptional. But I hope to use PSA again as well. It just, is going to depend. Can't spend $50 and $100 to get cards graded and wait 6 months or a year to get them back. And I'm just telling it like it is. I'm someone who talked up PSA for a long time, but I'm going to, speak the way I see it and not the way I want people to think it is. And PSA they're the top of the market. They're most popular, but they have a lot of improvements to make. I know they're in the process of that, but with how hyped up grading in the hobby has become, they've got a long road ahead still. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Comment below. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great one.